Come on, Fuzz. Come on. Oh, now you're in the way. There you go. Hello, my name is Caleb Walker, if you don't know. Last video I made, it did pretty well actually. I got 100 views, which is good. Really proud of that. A lot of people gave me some feedback on it. A lot of positive feedback, which is good. This video, I'm gonna be talking about positive and negative testimonies, the atheist ethics, and social media impacts on mental health. So this is a jam-packed full video. But let me start off by saying like what's going on with me. Recently deleted Snapchat. Just wasn't feeling it at the moment. Fozzie's ear infection makes me very sad. Yeah, I'm working at camp a lot, which is good. Second week is next week, so that's pretty good. But enough about me. Let me start talking about the topics I wanted to talk about. Now, a lot of this is my opinion. If it is a fact, then I will state that it's a fact. But for the rest of this is an opinion. Now, a fact is, though, that a testimony is your life story. It's kind of like a bibliography, but Christians use it as a tool to help people come to Christ, which is, it makes a lot of sense. Testimonies are used for good, but it also makes me realize that testimonies can also be used for evil. They can be used for pride. They can be used to help lift yourself up, not lift others up. Not to help somebody, but help your own ego. Make you feel good inside. It's kind of like giving a gift, but only giving the gift because you want to see the person's reaction. So, but then again, there's also a lot of good about testimonies. They help people that are struggling through hard times realize that, hey, other people are struggling through hard times. Like a lot of people when I was in Colombia, I told my testimony, and a lot of them were like, oh, this Canadian also struggles with these things. So it helped a lot, and it's easier to talk about those issues with them. So that's my little brief talk on testimonies. I just thought of that last night. It's a pretty interesting thing. Going to be telling my testimony at a mental health youth group night. Me and our youth pastor are setting up a mental health youth night sometime in the fall. You guys should definitely come out. It would be pretty cool. I'm going to be telling my testimony there, and I'm going to be also explaining mental health and religion. Some of the stuff I talked about last time I did this, I think it was like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. But anyways, it's going to be good. You guys should come out if you can. Now, my next point is ethics. Ethics is it's a big thing. Ethics is what's right and wrong. So, as Christians, it says in the Bible what is right and wrong, and that's where we base our decisions off of. Christians base their decisions off the Bible. But then what do atheists base their decisions off of? What do they have to base their decisions off of? Like, I don't know any book for atheists that explain what's right or wrong. I don't know of any textbook. Now, quote me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there is any textbook on ethics. If there is, then please send me the Amazon link and I will buy it and read it. But as of now, I don't think there is. Because atheists are very scientific. They believe in science. Now, I also believe in science. I am what you would call an old Earth creationist. I believe that the Earth was created by millions of years, but I believe that but the millions of years are represented by days in the Bible. Back again, I got sidetracked. Again, ethics. Why? How do atheists know what is right and wrong? What do they base it off of? Why is murder wrong in an atheist's eyes? Is it because it hurts somebody? Like, for example, I gave this example earlier. It doesn't quite work out, but it kind of works out. It's like, so then why would insurance fraud be wrong? Because you're not hurting anybody. Or bank robbery, you're not technically hurting anybody. So why is robbing a bank wrong? Why is doing insurance fraud wrong? Who decides that is wrong? It kind of confuses me how, like, atheists, they say, oh yeah, that's right and that's wrong. But why? Why is it right and why is it wrong? Well, it's just right and it's just wrong. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, on to my last point. This kind of hits more with teenagers, teenage women, to be specific. Social media and mental health. Now, I'm very interested in this. I've been researching into the psychology of social media, like how social media impacts our psychology, which is very interesting. But I'm going to talk more about the reward that we get out of it and why it's so addicting. So, and yes, social media can be addicting if you guys didn't know that. It can be very addicting. There's a lot of people that are addicted to it. It's kind of like gambling. It's the way that our brain works. It's the way that the dopamine flows through the limbic system. It's how we get addicted to things. I was in a grocery store, or not in a grocery store, I was at the mall, and I overheard these girls talking, and one girl said, ooh, I got more comments saying I'm beautiful than you, and the other girl looked kind of mad, but looked like she didn't care, and that kind of just made me think a little bit. But why does that matter? Why do people base their self-worth off how many likes they get on a picture, or how many comments they get saying they're beautiful? I'm not very big into using social media. I use Snapchat a little bit to text like my 2 friends that I have, but I don't really use it that much. Instagram I use a little bit more because I like the way that it's business orientated, how it's more design. It can be designed for businesses. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Instagram. Instagram's amazing. A lot of businesses are up there. Like, that's how a lot of businesses get started. That's how a lot of entrepreneurs get going. But I'm talking about where you're scrolling through your feed and you see people having a much better time than you. How does that take impact on your mental health? It doesn't. Let me tell you, it doesn't take a good impact, especially for teenagers, because brains are still developing. More sensitive to emotion, more sensitive to. They're more reactive, I guess is what you could say. Our teenage brains are wired to, because of our hormones are running extremely crazy, where what's the word? We're very like sensitive to things. So if somebody makes you mad, you might, or if somebody says, "Oh, I don't like what you're wearing," an adult might be like, I don't care what you think. But then a teenager might be like, oh, that makes me so mad. That makes me so sad. And also, what would you do if you didn't get those comments saying, you're gorgeous, you're so pretty? Honestly think, what would you do? Would you be sad? Would you feel... Would you be sad? Would you feel depressed? Would you commit suicide? Would you end it all just because somebody didn't say you're beautiful? You guys are already beautiful. Like, look at this. See that smile? things out of like a horror movie. But that's why I don't smile a lot. But you guys are already beautiful and gorgeous as it is. Why do you need people online to tell you that? It kind of makes me sad, the thought that people that base their self-worth off social media. That's why I don't use it that as much. It's easy to get addicted. Anyways, this is kind of where I'm leaving it off. A little bit more. I've been reading Ecclesiastes, which is a very interesting book. It talks a lot about meaning and purpose. Ecclesiastes is a book in the Bible, by the way, so it's very interesting. You should watch it. You should read it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Come on, Buzz. Come on. Come on, say hi, camera, Buzz.